Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is now time for the best real estate podcast online. It is time for Lakeway Area Real Estate Talk Live with Mike and Dave Elkins, presented by Elite Realty Group.
It's time now for us to drop some real estate information to you. We try to, every time that we get on the show, give you some information of value concerning real estate, again, because we want to be transparent. We also want you to be prepared whenever you should have a real estate need. We want you to feel prepared. Again, as always, we try to say the information that we're about to give you is simply our opinions. Right. It is not legal or financial advice. Contact a professional in those fields should you need that advice. So here's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to give you 4 ways to increase your home's resale value.
Yes.
Okay? We get asked a lot of times, what can I do to increase the resale value, or simply just assist in getting what I need to get, getting the resale value that I need to get out of my house? What are some things that I can do? So we're going to give you those today. Again, your home's value is something you need that value so you can get as much money, of course, out of your home as you need to. But these things that we talk about, not only are they going to help the value, but they're going to help you as far as your time on the market goes, that your home actually goes under contract. Oh, yeah. These things will help you do that.
They will speed them up.
They're going to help you get the value, and they're going to help you get that value faster. Again, these are our opinions. So here is number 1. Here's the number 1 thing that you can do to increase your home's resale value, and that would be to add square footage to your home.
Yes,
can't go wrong with that, right?
That's instant.
You can't go wrong with that unless you overspend on adding the square footage to your house.
Yeah.
So when we say that, here's the best way, I should say, to increase the resale value. If you have an unfinished basement, all right, you already got the walls, you already got the foundation, you already got the floor, so on and so forth. You've already got the bones, as we like to call it, that is there. Go ahead and finish some square footage downstairs in your house. You've got an upper portion of your house that can, again, add square footage. We're not necessarily telling you to go on the back of your house and build a room.
Right.
You
can do that. It's a little bit more expensive.
It's more expensive, so you got to watch when you do those things to, again, make sure you don't overspend on adding that additional square footage. Homes in each area, we can't tell you what to spend, because here's why. Each area, homes in those areas, depending on where it is, for example, a home in town versus a home in the country versus a home in a subdivision versus a home on the lake versus a home on the mountain. They each have individual square footage prices that those style of homes bring.
Right. When it all boils down, it goes on price per square foot.
Absolutely. So we can't give you a blanket number to say don't spend no more than $100, for example, per square foot when you're adding on. It is unique to your particular area. But we can tell you, adding additional square footage, especially if you already have it. If it just is, again, getting some sheetrock up in a basement, finishing a room down there, so on and so forth. In the attic, you got a room that maybe, again, is what we call below grade. It's below grade on the square footage. Fix that room up. You cannot go wrong, and it increases, again, the resale value of your home. If it doesn't give you additional, we're not necessarily saying these things are going to increase your home's value.
Right.
What we're saying is it will increase your home's resale value, because, again, you have those pieces of square footage that are not finished or whatever. It could just bring your home up to what maybe the others in the neighborhood already have.
Right.
It brings you up to par with everyone else, or in some cases, it can bring you above everyone else. What do you got?
I was going to say, in a $150,000 neighborhood, if you're in that neighborhood, like he was talking about adding that wing on, we've had people come to us before and say, "Look, I'm thinking about putting my house on the market."
Right.
But again, you don't want to go and try to make you don't want to try to make a 220 house in a 150 neighborhood.
Absolutely.
So again, consult with somebody before that.
Yes.
A realtor is definitely a good one to consult with.
Yes.
Karen said this right here. I thought this was good. This ain't necessarily going to give you no value, but it does. It can help. She said you can visually add square footage by placing large mirrors to make it appear larger.
That's exactly
so
right.
So yes, that's going to give you a bigger appearance.
It's going to make you feel bigger. Right. It's going to make things feel bigger. Mirrors always do that, by the way. If you feel like you have a cramped-in living space, maybe your living room, so on and so forth, add some mirrors to it because it definitely makes the feel. It makes it feel bigger than it actually is. So again, we're talking about today, giving you the real estate information portion of the show today, 4 ways to increase your home's value. The number one way to do that is add square footage to your house. The perfect world scenario is go ahead and add to square footage that you may already have. We live in a part of the area here where unfinished basements are very, very popular.
Yes.
All right, they're very, very popular. So that's an easy addition. As far as adding the square footage there, again, you're not changing roof lines, knocking out walls, so on and so forth. You're just making square footage that you already have, which is unfinished. Right. You're making it into finished square footage. So that's number one. What do you got for number two?
Number two is just improve your yard.
All right. I agree with that.
Such as your landscaping, because again, you've heard us say this probably 100 times by now. But the curb appeal
is major.
When you pull up to a property, when you pull those buyers up, again, like we talked about the other day, when they walk in, they know a home. A lot of times they don't ever walk in because the outside curb appeal don't get them. So go ahead and, add you some nice landscaping, some trees, stuff like that. Maybe if you want to spend a little bit more money, do an outside kitchen.
Yes.
Do a swimming pool.
Absolutely.
A fire pit.
I was going to say outdoor spaces in addition to shrubbery, fire pits, outdoor patios, outdoor barbecue places. Those are like the hot thing right now with the exterior of your house.
Right.
People they're really attracted to those.
Outside entertainment areas.
Yes, they make your home very, very attractive. But here's something that I want you to think about with that, because again, a lot of times people forget about the exterior of your home, and we have talked about landscaping a lot as far as the curb appeal goes. But here's what I want you to think about. Especially if you're living in a home that you're paying a mortgage on, okay? We're not telling you that square footage that we just went to, and we just talked about, or as far as your yard goes. That may not necessarily, again, putting some new shrubbery, some color, some new rocks, whatever you got there. I'm not saying it's going to take you from a 150 to a 160 house, but here's why I'm saying it increases your resale value. If you've got a mortgage on that home, and again, play a game with me just so we can go easy numbers, and your mortgage is $1,000 a month, okay? And that, by doing those things to your home, particularly with this outdoor and the yard, okay? If you sell your home one payment quicker than you would have sold it without the yard looking good, you just increased your home's value by $1,000.
Right.
If you're talking about 2 months, $2,000, and so on and so forth. You see that. So again, as we like to tell people all the time is of the essence, all right? You want to get this thing done as quickly as possible, and the quicker you get it sold, the less mortgage payments you pay, the less upkeep you pay, the less property taxes you pay, so on and so forth, the less interest you're paying on your loan that you have mortgage on the house. So you're literally, it may not be physical money that they hand and put right here and you write a check for it, but you're increasing your home's value by just getting things done quicker. That makes
again, you're going to stand out.
Yes.
Because, again, people's looking at prices. If they're looking for a $150,000 house, if your $150,000 house has all this outside, you've just raised your value a little bit. Absolutely, by far. So that is number two. Again, for those just coming in, I see a couple new people have just came in. For those just coming in, we've got 2 things going today. We're in the middle of our real estate information, but we'll break for that to bring you this news report right here. So here we go. That's Tom Brokaw.
We've got 2 things going on, all right? We got a giveaway, a mystery prize giveaway. To be entered into that, all you have to do is guess how many countries.
How many countries?
Countries that our videos have been viewed in. The person closest to that, or the one that guesses that number, will be having a mystery prize given to them here at the end of the show today. The second thing that we want to hear from you is our poll question today. What is your favorite Little Debbie cake?
Man, I wish I could go back because Greg was just lighting them up here just a minute ago. Let me see if I can go back.
Greg, okay, yeah.
So he said cosmic brownies, great.
Yes.
Pecan spin wheels.
Oh, man. Yeah, I forgot all. See, I forgot.
And donut sticks.
Man.
How long has it been since you've had a donut stick?
Since I was probably like a little kid.
God, I used to love
Greg, you just brought the heat, man. That was bringing the heat.
Yeah.
Because you know what?
That was like a Hall of Fame list right
That's
there,
exactly right. That's what I'm saying. If you had to make the Little Debbie Hall of Fame, who would be in the top 3? It's crazy. It is really crazy. I totally forgot about the pecan. The little
rose. Now, okay, here's a question, and then we'll go on.
Yeah.
How do you eat them? Do you just eat them?
Well, my first
I
bite.
unroll them.
No, my first bite is the bite.
Right.
Then
you pull them apart?
Yes.
See, I start from the beginning. I just unroll the whole thing.
Yeah,
I try to. Now, the key is you can get it all rolled out at one time.
I can't wait is what it is. I can't wait to take my time to unroll.
Sometimes when you roll, you break a little piece off, but I try to get it. It's like a challenge. You got to try to roll the whole thing out
without breaking it. Without breaking it. It's got to be fresh, good and fresh to be able to do that. See, I'm expert on this right here. All right, so here, back to the real estate information. We've gave you 2 of the 4 ways to increase your home's resale value. The number 1 was add square footage. Number 2 is improve your yard, outdoor areas of your home. Here's number 3. And sometimes this one's forgotten, but it is a good one, all right? Create light in your house, all right? Create light in your house. I'm going to piggyback off of what Karen said with the mirrors, okay? Light makes things feel and seem bigger than they are, all right? That in itself can help you increase your value, but also light makes it feel like home.
Right.
Light makes it feel comfortable.
Yes.
Light makes it feel peaceful. A dark and dreary home is not a good one, all right? So here are some ways to do that. You can add natural lighting as far as increasing the size of your windows, which, again, gives you new windows in your house. That helps the resale of your home, okay? So add maybe bigger windows, a bay kind of window, bigger picture-style windows, a back door that is a glass back door that lets natural lighting into it. But also, in addition to lighting, as far as natural light goes, skylights, so on and so forth, you can update the current lighting fixtures that you have in your home, all right? To new, more modern technologies, you would say, LEDs, smart lighting, so on and so forth. You can update those things. That, again, kind of brings your home up from the era maybe that it was built in, to what, again, people are looking for and seeing today in their homes. So you create that light. What it does for the home makes it feel bigger, makes it feel more at home, so on and so forth in there. But install those things. New light fixtures, I'm telling you, can be a big deal for you. Major. People see that, feel that, and there's a big appeal to the people.
Going back to the windows, and this might sound silly, but clean your windows. A lot of times that will help. Screens. That will help let the light in. I'm going to say sometimes you can take your screens out.
Yes.
Keep them.
Right.
Keep your screens, but take the screens out, open the blinds, and clean inside and outside of windows. Absolutely. Again, it's just letting that light in. People like the natural.
Natural is better than manufactured, so to say, or artificial light. People like the natural light more. So again, talking about today, 4 ways to increase your home's value. Number 1 is add square footage. Number 2 is your yard, outdoor areas. Number 3 is create more light. All right, natural is the best. And the last one we're going to give today.
So you could, if there's 2 things, there are 2 things that would really, really, really sell a house, and that's your kitchen and your master bathroom.
No doubt.
So renovations of your kitchen and your master bathroom. So there's ways you can do that by totally going in and gutting the whole thing and starting from scratch. Or you could just update your cabinets, maybe put new countertops, maybe put new, you can paint cabinets.
Yes.
If you're going to paint, go with naturals, don't go with nothing wild like a bright red or oranges or nothing like that. Go with something where the next people ain't going to come in and be kind of
taken back.
Yeah, taken back a little bit. Yep. So did I say like your little handles and stuff? Change those out. Your hardware. Yeah, in your bathroom. Let's see, what's some things you can do in your bathroom? Your vanities. Oh, back to the kitchen, you can, and your thing is lights.
Yes.
People like a lot of lights in the kitchen. Light it up.
That's what I was going to say.
So, but bathrooms, you can change vanities, change your mirrors, change your shower curtains.
Yes.
Your light vanities. All that stuff like that. But master bedroom or master bathrooms and kitchens of course, everybody knows our major house sellers.
And here's why. There's usually, again, 2 to 3 things that if there's not been updates made to a home, that can really tell your home's age.
Yes.
And it's because, again, the kitchen and the bathroom were designed, whatever the era, whatever the time frame, whatever was popular at that time, that's usually what's still in the house.
Right.
So updating those, again, it may not be that there's money physically put in your hand for having a new bathtub, a new vanity, new cabinets. But the time frame that it's going to help you get your home sold quicker is going to increase the value of your home, especially if you have a mortgage that is on that home. It's going to help you get that done a lot quicker.
I've seen countertops stop the sale of a house.
No doubt. Yeah.
They've loved everything about the house.
But the countertops.
But they didn't like the countertops.
Yes, I'm with you. I'm with you on that. So again, that is today's real estate information that we've gave to you today. We have talked about, again, a question we get a lot. How can I increase my home's resale value? Today we gave you 4 of those ways you can do that. We'll go from the last to the first. Renovate your kitchens and your bathrooms.
Right.
Create light. That is, natural is the best, but also natural light. New light fixtures, new LED lighting, so on and so forth. Your yard, landscaping, outdoor living areas, and adding square footage. That is 4 ways. Hopefully we've brought some good information to you today. That's 4 ways that you can increase your home's resale value.
We thank each and every one of you for listening to today's podcast. Tune in for future episodes by subscribing to our channel and get the latest and greatest real estate information right here on Lakeway Area Real Estate Talk Live, presented by Elite Realty Group. Until next time, have a great and blessed day.